Kambosos comeback.
Tough fight for Kambosos, this.
He's only really lost to Devin Haney and Lomachenko.
You know, George Kambosos is 31. It's not like he's old.
He's looked old after the Haney fights.
I don't know what it is about George Kambosos. I want to be his biggest fan, but he just doesn't fight enough for me.
The thing is this, he has got name, so you can get an audience out of things.
His last performances have just been so bad.
Going to go points for Kambosos.
And he wins on points. I'm going to go points as well.
Welcome back to BoxCast. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the upcoming fight on the 22nd of March between George Kambosos Jr. and Daud Yordan, taking place in Sydney in Australia at the Kudos Bank Arena. Let's start with a tail of the tape. Right. Kambosos has a record of 21 wins, 3 losses and 0 draws. He's had 24 fights in total, 10 wins by KO. He's aged 31. He's 5'9" 176 centimeters tall. He's a 68-inch, 173 centimeter reach. His fight is actually, he's stepping up in weight to super lightweight, which is 140 pounds, 63.5 kilos. And he's got an orthodox stance. Yordan has a record of 43 wins, 4 losses and 0 draws. So 47 fights in total. 31 wins by KO. He's aged 37. He's 5'7", 170 centimeters tall. And he's also got a 68-inch reach, 173 centimeters. And he also fights out of an orthodox stance. So Simon, Kambosos comeback fight.
Yordan's had 48 fights. He had a no contest against Robert Guerrero as well.
Okay, 48 fights.
I remember that fight because I was a fan of Robert the Ghost Guerrero.
Yeah.
Tough fight for Kambosos, this.
Mm-hmm.
Very tough fight. Yordan's been around the block.
Mm-hmm.
One of them typical hard as nails fellas.
He's Indonesian, isn't he? So
yeah.
He looks it as well.
Yeah, just hard as nails. 37 years of age.
Yeah.
Won't back down. Got power as well.
Mm-hmm. He's got a good knockout ratio.
Last chance saloon for George, this.
Yeah.
Lose, you're done.
Yeah.
Retire.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, he's got a good, if you look at it, he's only really lost to Devin Haney and Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Although there is a certain Maxi Hughes fight, which we have a video about, which we talk quite a lot about. But anyway, on paper, he won that on the judges' scorecards. But yeah, I think but his performance against Lomachenko was pretty good. Obviously, Lomachenko was Lomachenko. And Haney, he had 2 matches. And yeah, he was outpointed on most of them, but but he does have a win over Teofimo Lopez, although all our Teo fans will say Teo was not in the best of states.
Thing is George Kambosos, he was on a great run, he'd be Lee Selby.
Well, he's on a good run, and I don't think people expected
Teo.
him to beat Teofimo, but Teofimo had his off night.
And then he come up against Devin Haney.
Yeah, who went to, we've got to give credit for going to Melbourne twice.
Done fantastic against Haney. It's like he's been a bit inactive, Kambosos.
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing in this. I was going to say, let me just bring it up. We were going to say he's been about a year, 10 months or something out.
Well, if you look at his... I'll just quickly go through. He had 1 fight in 2024 against Lomachenko, 1 fight in 23 against Maxi Hughes.
Yeah, 10 months basically. It was May
2 fights
2024, didn't it?
October and June in 2022. 1 fight in 21, 1 fight in 20. He had 3 fights in 19. He's slowed right down. He's gone to that 1 fight a year rubbish, which I can't stand.
Yeah.
And I think that's been his downfall. The world was his oyster after beating Teo. Even after the losses to Devin Haney.
Yeah. But I think it's
It's just it's
to
like
get to a
he,
point where you make, obviously you get the pay packet would have been good after that, and
he turned. It's like he turned into an old man overnight.
Yeah. And I think that's where you're right, that this is like a standard. The only thing to mention is that Yordan's last fight was 6 years, nearly 6.5 years ago. So
George Kambosos is 31. It's not like he's old, but he seems like an old man in the ring all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
And if he wants his way back, he should. I think he should have been.
The title, world title, was Lomachenko, and I think getting beat there is sort of it's no discredit on your record, but I think he sort of realised that. So then it's coming back and then coming in, or stepping up. He's stepping up in weight here, but the super lightweight division, we've already said, is stacked as well. So
I don't think he's got the power up at this weight.
Yeah, well, I don't think he had the power of lightweight.
No.
So. He's got Tio, but I think Tio now at proper weight would be a different contest, but you never know. But then you've got Haney who he's already lost to Puello, Hitchens, Barbosa Jr., Cattrall,
They are talking about
it's a substantial division.
If Kambosos wins this, it's going to be Kambosos Hitchens.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting fight, shall we say.
But there's something weird about, I don't know what it is about George Kambosos. I want to be his biggest fan, but he just doesn't fight enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, after beating Lee Selby, and at the time Lee Selby was like, he was the Floyd Mayweather,
and then beating Tio was like epic.
All right, yeah.
Allow for Tio fans, yes, we give you the thing that Tio
and I'll allow
perfect.
the two Devin Haney, but even after that, you should have been.
Well, he didn't disgrace himself. It was just Haney was
only
better
had 2
boxer.
fights.
Yeah, Haney just outboxed them. Isn't
You fought Maxi Hughes and Lomachenko.
Yeah,
I just think he should have had.
I think he got a bit
fights.
worried after the Maxi Hughes game.
Well, he should have been, because Maxi Hughes won that fight.
Yeah. So.
But that's what I mean. That fight against Maxi Hughes. That's when I thought. Against Devin Haney, he got schooled, because Devin Haney.
Devin Haney was just a better
is a
boxer.
quality operator. Yeah. But against Maxi Hughes, George Kambosos didn't.
No. He didn't do what you would have expected him to do for that level.
And even against Lomachenko, Lomachenko, all right, I know Lomachenko can make people look absolutely
I think he did quite well in that, but he did, but as it went along, Lomachenko did turn it up.
He just Kambosos did look very, very ordinary. And I don't think...
I don't think it was ordinary. I think I go back to your earlier comment. He's looked old after the Haney fights.
Yeah, and it's just weird.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense. Like, because I was checking his age.
This was a hungry...
I was like, he's only 31. He's prime. He should be in his prime.
This was a hungry young man who was travelling the world, beating everyone to get his chance. And it's like he got his world title, and instead of, like everyone else, stepping up, he went, boom.
He reminds me a bit, although not
like Andy Ruiz.
I was going to say, not in stature, but in when they've got the world title, they never expected to be there, and because you're like undisputed, which is like,
I don't know,
and I don't think they were really meant to be in that place, although maybe that did happen, so it is, but they've gone a bit off the rail thing, like slowed down on the thing, having to do it. The thing is this, he has got name, so you can get an audience and a thing.
And he's going to, do you know what? And in Australia, it's going to be a massive event. Yeah. And if he wins, fantastic, because,
Problem is, it's like, who'd you beat? Because Richardson, that's his name, could potentially be an even better boxer than Haney in his skill level. Yeah. I don't think experience level yet, but skill level. And he got schooled by Haney, really. So in that fight, I think he's probably going to get schooled again.
Do you know what?
But he'll earn his money off the fight. And you never know, he might pull one out, a performance out. But
who did Yordan's last fight? Like you say, was
Carizzo, isn't it? No, he's had one since then, and this has got fights on. I think our thingy is wrong. No, he's had one in September.
Yeah, I was going to say
KO
6.5 years sounds a long time.
I think the Box Live is ignoring his wins from like they've got till 2019 McCain now. They've ignored the fact that he's had 3 fights at one.
Right, yeah. So
40.
we beat Argentinian Carazeo in July. Fought in 22,
9th round
21,
KO, 6th
19,
round KO, and
19.
5th round KO.
Fought Anthony Crawler in 2028.
2018.
That's
2018. Well, that's his loss, isn't it? Crawler, his last loss for a while was Anthony Crawler, which it's points, and then he's just retired, KO'd.
Tough fight this, you know.
Yeah, so take it back. Not 6 years. It's about 6 months. Yeah. He's at rest for. I think they got the year on instead of months. Yeah, so that makes it a tough fight because it's a tough opponent who hasn't been KO'd. He's been KO'd once, I think, but in the 12th round.
Kambosos is going to have the home crowd behind him, so he's going to have the judges on his side. Not the same.
Oh, yeah, there's Guerrero, no contest, wasn't there?
I can see Kambosos losing this fight.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, go give you reasons.
I can. I just think...
Because I was just going to say the betting, I was checking the betting before, and it's 1 to 20 on, minus 2,000 to win the clash. And it's 8 to 1.
Yordan's 8 to 1.
Plus 800. There's worth more money on that. I was thinking that, isn't it?
Okay.
So it's a massive upset one, isn't it? That, to me, just looks a little bit wrong.
Unless we haven't got a clue what we're talking about, which a lot of people do say.
It could be true. Even on the Box Live predictions,
I think
it's 91% to
Kambosos. I think if Kambosos comes in at 60% of what he was against the likes of Lee Selby and Teo, he should take care of this kid quite easily. I don't think he stops him.
Well, the thing on this, the predictions is 55% basically decision for Kambosos, 36% KO for Kambosos, and then 9% decision for Yordan. So, but Yordan's got it's like a 72%, 73%. What have we got?
Knockout ratio. Yeah, but again, it's against big men, isn't it?
Yeah, but also he's tough.
He is tough.
So a decision, what I can understand for Kambosos, and to be fair, Kambosos is only Loma's stomped up, isn't it? I don't think he's been stopped before that. So,
and Loma's not a big hitter.
Yeah, but I think he's consistent in his hitting. It wasn't a one hit; it was a build up of body shots, precise body shots.
I want Kambosos to win. I do. I like Kambosos in a weird way. He beat Lopez, which was just the greatest thing in the world.
Well, that's when I became a fan.
But I'm just so worried he's become an old man over.
Well, I'm concerned this fight, and realistically, we should probably be. I'm not sure it's at 2,000 to 800. I think I would have been a bit closer, but I would make Kambosos the favourite.
I'm telling you now.
I'd like to have more confidence in him.
I'm telling you now.
Here.
Yeah, this is a tough fight.
Yeah. And I think it's a decision either way.
I'm going to go. It's 55-45.
Yeah, I'd be more like that.
Seriously, I don't think people realise how tough Yordan is.
Well, that's why I don't see the KO. See, I'd have 55% decision for Kambosos and 45% decision for
I
Yordan.
think Yordan's got more of a chance of knocking Kambosos out than Kambosos has got of knocking Yordan out.
That was my point before. I think there's more chance of that. And
we need predictions.
So I'm going to go points for Kambosos, but I think it's going to be close.
We're just not convinced, are we?
No. Like the 115, 113 type of style fight. But I could see a knockout for Yordan, and I could see Yordan winning. See, I'd like to be in the position where I can see minus 2,000, like a 1 to 20 on favourite. But no, I can't see that. To be honest, I can't see that far a gap.
It'll break Kambosos' heart if he got beat.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's the end of career, isn't it? He's got to stop, really. Then there's no point. Who are you going to fight?
And he's got pretty much.
And to be honest, I would like to see him against Richardson Hitchens. That would be quite a good fight. Or
Yeah.
any of those fights
you know
would be
what?
quite good.
I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt one last time. And he wins on points. I'm gonna go points as well.
Yeah, I don't think. But I do think he has to perform.
But
If he
I tell you
performs like
what-
what he can, then I think, yeah. But
Do not be shocked, please, people, if Yordan knocks him out.
yeah, it could happen.
But I'm going to root for Kambosos and say he's going to win. And it's going to be a hard fought. But I don't know. I'm just like his
I
last.
think he's going to have to pull out a
His
performance.
last
I don't think he can just
performances
walk
have
into
just,
this.
his last performances have just been so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, against Maxi Hughes, he was shocking.
Against Maxi Hughes, he was shocking. Against Lomachenko wasn't that bad, but Lomachenko's Lomachenko, so
It was just
he's
yeah.
more. But the thing is, he's stepping up in weight here against like somebody who's got quite a good knockout ratio in this weight, and he didn't have a good
No,
knockout.
do you know
in
what? I'm
more lightweight.
changing. I'm going for a Yordan KO.
Okay, good. So we got both bases covered.
7th.
7th round, okay, yeah.
Sorry, Georgie, but
I'm going to stick with the points for him, I think, yeah.
I hope you do it. I really do. But I'm just a bit worried that you've...
It depends what version turns up.
Go on.
But yeah, I think we call it there. So yeah, let us know what you think. Is Kambosos really worth minus 2,000 points, 1-20 on favourite against Yordan? And then yeah, who would you like to see next? So I think the sort of trainers Richardson Hitchens. Yeah, I want to see that fight. So that I think from that point of view, we'd like to see it and win, but I don't think it's as wide as that. Okay, so like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think, and we shall see you in the next episode. Thank you.